Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Data Sculptor. Today we are going to see another interesting SQL question. So this time instead of getting the output in the regular table format, we need to show the output in the JSON format. So you have these two tables called employee. The first table is employee and you have multiple rows of employees with employee ID, first name, last name, salary, hire date and IsActive. And you have an employee departments table where one employee can work in multiple departments. Okay, so you need to join these two tables and get this JSON output. So the logic here is you need to retrieve only the employees who are not currently active. That means IsActive is 0. Okay, so you need to only retrieve the employees who are not active, and if they are having multiple departments, you need to show them in a comma separated values. So this is the question. So hope you understand it. So now let's go back to SQL Server Studio and see how to solve this using SQL. So as discussed, we have these tables employee and also the employee departments. Okay. So now what we have to do, we have to show only inactive employees. So first how to filter out inactive employees. So first what we'll do, select from employees E inner join employee departments B on E dot employee ID is equal to B dot employee ID. Okay. So now if you write select star, you will see that one value for employee ID is duplicated because the department and security are multiple. So the rows in employee table are duplicated. But what we want to do, we want to merge these two columns into a single, merge these two rows into a single row with comma separated. So what we'll do, we'll just take the required columns E dot employee ID as okay, and next is, if you observe the first name and last name we have concatenated as full name. So what we'll do here, first name plus space plus last name, okay, and comma. So we want department. So department okay, we have to write another condition, and IsActive is equal to 0. Okay, if we write this condition, we will filter out only the inactive employees, and we want department to be in comma separated. So we have to use the string split function, string split of department comma with the comma. Okay, so now if you run this, let's see what we are getting. So string split, okay, sorry, you have to not use string split, we are trying to aggregate the strings, right? So string underscore AGG. Okay. Okay, so we are getting an error saying employee ID is invalid because we have to keep it in the group by. Since they are combining multiple rows into a single row, we need to keep these columns in the group by. So let's keep this group by E dot employee ID, first dot name, last dot name. Okay, so if you see employee ID we got, and the full name we have got, and also the department we have got. Okay, so now these are the required columns. Okay, I think we need salary also, I guess. So now let us keep salary as well, and here also let's keep salary in the group by clause. Okay, so now if you write this, you will get only two rows with the salary as well. Okay, so now we want to convert this data into the JSON. So till here it is a simple SQL, but now we have to convert this into JSON. So what I will do, I will write this here employee dot ID. Okay, so and I'll explain you why I am writing this, employee dot full name, and here as employee dot salary, and here as employee dot department. Okay, so why we are trying to do employee dot ID, and we have, if you see, for every attribute we are prefixing employee dot, right, because every JSON value should be under this employee. Okay, so let's now see how let's go back to the previous image and see what is the required output again. Yeah, if you see here, we are having the employee as a root, and under root, for each and every value you have again all this ID, name and department are under again employee. Okay, so why we are doing this employee.id, employee.name and employee.department? Because these all ID, name and department should be under employee. Okay, so now each and every row will be present in one JSON format, one value in the JSON, and also entire data should be under the root employee. Okay, so now we will have to see again how to keep this root value as employee. So now we have understood, right, why we are keeping this employee dot as a prefix. Okay, I think salary is not there in the output, so let's remove salary here. Okay, let's keep only these columns. And now what we have to, how to convert this is, we need to add for JSON path comma root of employee. So in this way, what it will do is, if you write for JSON path, okay, for JSON path, what it will do is, it will convert this table into the JSON. It will convert this data into JSON format. Okay, so if you want to add a path, say like a root whatever, if you want to add a root value, then you have to use JSON path comma root of employee. This is the syntax. So now if you run this, you will get the required JSON file. Okay, so if you, let's convert this again. If you see again, employee ID and all is coming here. Employee ID, full name, department, and also we are closing this JSON, and again one more row with employee again, ID, full name and department. Okay, so this is how you are getting this JSON file. Okay, so now if you do not want, say if you do not want this employee as a root, what we have to do is just remove this JSON path, just remove this entire thing and just keep auto. Okay, if you keep JSON auto, what will happen? In the starting, you will not have a root folder, it will be empty. So if you see here again, employee ID is, so here it is starting with brackets here, employee ID 3, employee full name Michael Brown, employee department finance and compliance, and employee ID and all again the same. So here only this we are not we are just directly using employee ID as the employee.id as the employee.id as the key value in the JSON. Okay, if you do not want even employee.id and if you just want ID, full name and department, you can change the alias and keep only the required values. So these are the two ways. First one is the JSON path, and if you want to add a root folder or the root path, you have to use JSON path and the root employee, whatever you want to mention. And if you want just the simple JSON without any root value, just use JSON auto. So in this way you need to convert the table into a JSON value. So hope you all like this question, and if you like this, please click on like button and also click on subscribe button for more videos. So I will be sharing few more videos on JSON, how to deal with JSON data. So click on subscribe button so that you will get notification whenever there is new videos come. Thank you. Have a nice day.